What's up, everybody? This is Jose with Oakland Latinos United. I'm here with a new video today, and I want to take it to another topic, a different topic. Like I said, I want to do things now differently. I want to talk about different topics and talk about new things. And the video we're going to talk about today is sexuality in the Chicano Latino community. And what I mean by that is, sexuality can be a taboo in our community in many ways, especially if you come from traditional families like I did. I came from a Mexican mother who grew up in a small pueblito in Michoacan, Mexico, and partly grew up in Tijuana, California. Tijuana, Baja California as well. She came to Oakland when she was a very young woman. And I came from a father who came from El Salvador, from a small pueblo, and also lived in the big city of San Salvador, and came here to the United States at a very young age as well. So I'm Mexican and Salvadorian, and I came from a very traditional background. And I noticed that sexuality was a taboo in my family. To talk about sex, to talk about love, to talk about, men and women, it was a taboo. It was just something you didn't talk about. And I was a complete stranger about it. I didn't know how to talk to women. I didn't know about my sexuality much. I had to figure out on my own. Like I did a lot of things in life. And I look back on it, and my parents were just afraid to talk about it. They were afraid to talk about, quote unquote, the birds and the bees, as we call it. But seriously, in my experience, my family was very, very taboo on talking about sex and sexuality, in love, in seduction, and in all those things. So I came very ignorant to the world when it came to sex, when it came to seduction, when it came to meeting people of the opposite sex. And, I'm a heterosexual man. I am a straight Chicano. I like women. I've never dated no one of the same gender as me, and, that's just how it is. If you like it, cool. If you don't, then, hey, what can I tell you? But, yeah, growing up, I had to figure out things on my own. Sadly, I had to learn about sex through pornography, and through sex education. That's what educated me about sex and about what to look out for, and even about diseases and all the other stuff. And, I think sex ed I agree with it. I think schools should have it because it taught me, at least. And, you know what I mean? Sorry, I have a little cold, so I have a little cough. I'm recovering from a cold, but yeah, I've been wanting to do a video about this subject for a while. I'm just curious if you had to experience this as well. Did you come from a very traditional family, and was sex a taboo in your discussion? Was it a taboo, like your mom or dad talking about it, if you are Chicano, Latino, and even if you're not, if you're from another nationality? But I think, at least in my family, it was a taboo. We didn't talk about it. And, I've never had kids, but if I ever do have kids, I'm definitely going to talk to them about it and educate them about it. You know what I mean? And, like, later on in life, I found out different things about me that some people would be ashamed, but I learned to embrace them. I've dated a few times what they call polyamory, or, having multiple partners. I've done that before. Last year, I actually had 2 girlfriends at the same time, and, we were all dating each other. I've been involved in a couple of swinger lifestyle type things in the past as well. And some people might try to shame you about it, but, it's just the way I am. You know what I mean? I guess I like having multiple partners. And, it's just who I am. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm here confessing it to you. Most of my friends know this, and now you know. But, yeah, it's just a lot of things, like even seduction, even how to meet women. I had to learn that on my own, and I had to learn it through other communities that are out there that help men with this at a young age. And even now, I'm still learning about it to this day, and it's just, like I said, I've always had to learn things on my own. No one ever taught me. Even like Chicano history, I had to learn it on my own. No one's ever taught me, you know. But yeah, like I said, you know, it's just like, you know, did you grow up like that as well, with a family that was afraid to talk about these things? Or did you feel kind of lost and lonely and kind of like, what do I do? Because you weren't educated by your parents or by anybody about sex or sexuality. And if so, how did you overcome it? I'm curious, you know what I mean? Because I'd like to think that I wasn't the only one, you know. I wasn't the only one. I know there's others out there. And yeah, I mean, it was a long, hard process, and you know, like I said, there was different ways that I learned, and sorry, I got a cough, but you know, I had to learn on my own, and it's just how it is. So yeah, you know, like I said, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the subject. I'll be talking about more subjects similar to this in the future. So yeah, just tell me what you think, and as a Chicano, as a Latino, you know, was sexuality a taboo in your family? And how did you overcome it? So just leave a comment. Let me know. I'd like to hear. And what's your take on polyamory and polyamory in the Chicano community? Should Latinos look into having multiple relationships? You know, it's just something I'm throwing out there. So let me know what you think. This is Jose with Oakland Latinos United, signing off. Take care.